I think this. I don't know what the hell's happened to this country.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like the concept of the governor of California on a Nintendo Switch playing Fortnite is so disarming that I think that's why it opens it. The conversation just flows so perfectly in that.
Critical.
Sometimes you gotta cut people off, bro. Sometimes they sometimes they are mean, they talk behind your back, they're rude, sometimes they commit. It's a couple of different things. It just depends. But yeah, BB I'm not a fan of.
I think that's shared by overwhelming majority of people. By the way, it's shared by almost everyone, every elected official most elected officials that I've talked to that have worked with them on both sides of, interestingly, the political aisle. But he's the one constant over there, and I think
it's him, but I think it's a lot of the government over there. I think it's very much. There's a lot of problems that need to be addressed that don't even end with him. I think our support is a bit of a problem. I think our unconditional support's a bit of a problem, and I think for young people especially, it's a huge problem.
I understand. No, look, I understand. I mean, it's I've long been a supporter of the state of Israel, but not its current leadership, and I completely understand that sentiment, but I hope we can separate. Just as much as I hate Donald Trump's administration, I still love my country, and that, to me, has always been an important distinction.
Yeah, if 85% of the country liked the mass apprehensions, then yeah, you would have a different opinion.
Everybody had equal voting rights, probably.
Well, I certainly support two-state solution. That was one of the emphasis. One of the
oh my God, Connor is talking about Israel.
Everything to
with the governor of California.
I think it's the only solution moving forward. And
why do you think it's the only solution?
Well, I mean, this notion of two states is foundational. The ability for people to live their lives and govern themselves, and this idea that he's given up on it, I think, is disgraceful.
What does it mean? What does it mean, foundational? Ooh, sorry.
No, I believe in sovereignty. I believe the ability for people to have their own representation. I believe people live their lives in dignity and live their lives on the basis of their norms and on the basis of their history and culture and traditions, and I believe in the notion of sovereignty, and I believe countries
I was with you,
and
then when I saw his appearance on the Note Boys podcast, it kind of opened my eyes to research a bit more, and now I think that potentially a one-state solution may be the only possible solution.
Well, and we have a little bit of disagreement on that. I'm not falling. I'm not going to align with Bibi Netanyahu on that point of view.
No, I don't align with Bibi. I think that's more of a Palestinian support solution. Just getting equal rights and being able to live on where they live.
Yeah, well, I mean, with different approaches is to reach that same, at least as you've described it, that same perspective. But I've long believed in two-state solution, and I believe it's the appropriate and preferable path.
You think Jared Kushner is going to do a good job?
Come on, Jared Kushner is part of this part and the idea that he's part of this TikTok deal, and I mean, this is part of the TikTok deal indirectly, I guess, and that's a whole nother conversation about everybody involved.
The algorithm's getting worse on there. Now we're all on Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels is kind of taken over, which is crazy. You told me that a few years ago. I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah, well, Zuckerberg's, it's his competition over there at TikTok. But it's interesting. What do you think? I mean, forgive me, I was conflating with Jared, EA, and they've now taken private EA, which is a proud California company. What do you make of that, and the Saudis and everybody involved in that deal?
And with EA, was that? Oh, buying EA?
They put 55
They
billion
own everybody, dude. They own part of Nintendo now too. At this point, I think it's bad, but I think again that's kind of what I feel in general. Everything's.
We are watching the #1 political journalist in the country, ConnorEatsPants, talking to the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, over a game of Fortnite.
Well, it's interesting. From a gaming perspective, what do you think what it means?
From a gaming perspective?
What do you think? I mean, in terms of innovation, what do you think of it?
I don't think it'll innovate. I think it'll probably just get more expensive games and more bad games instead of good games. Dude, okay.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't see. What the
teams?
Damn, you got owned, Connor.
Did you see they made Antifa that organization?
it's difficult to define the organization.
It isn't one.
Leaderless
It isn't
organization.
a thing. It's not a thing. It's,
Exactly.
I was going to sell merchandise as a joke.
CA
Gov
Excel.
That was going to be Antifa Gaming.
That's his username.
What's not a joke? What is not a joke is Stephen Miller calling the Democratic Party.
Please talk about Stephen Miller. I know he's watching. Okay, what do you think? What do you know about Stephen?
Oh, you should just check my Twitter account and check Twitter and TikTok.
I saw him
and
give
Instagram.
a speech at Charlie's Memorial.
I think about
it. I was amazed. He is quite the figure. He is so excited to be the president. And he's like, oh my god, I get to like control everything, and people will finally listen to me.
Gavin Newsom is doing more gaming than you. Shut the fuck up.
Of a lot of the things happening on the streets of American cities.
Did you see his wife on Fox News last week called him a quote sexual matador?
I missed that. I did see a clip, but thank God I missed
Jesse
that clip.
Waters?
Jesse and I are involved in a lawsuit. I have a lawsuit against Fox for $787 million. Quite literally. You can Google that.
It's a whole lot
and
of money.
It's because Jesse Waters knowingly and openly lied and misrepresented the conversation I had with the President of the United States at a critical juncture when he was federalized in the National Guard and militarized in the streets of an American city in Los Angeles. I have very strong opinions about Jesse Waters. And
seems like he seems like he just knows he can just be evil, and he kind of laughs at it. It's kind of awesome. Like I will say, it's evil as he is. I have a bit of not respect
with Mr. Beast on the.
He's just like, who else hates poor people? What's wrong with homeless people? And then like he just gets millions of viewers.
He's I think he's competing with the Five, right? Bigger than Hannity now. His ratings are off the chart. But here's the bigger problem: 14 of the top 15 cable shows are all Fox. They're all right wing. I mean, where the hell's my party again? We're getting crushed on podcasts. We're getting crushed on the cable networks, and so we've got to break those silos, and we gotta get our shit together. And that's why I appreciate you giving me this privilege and this platform.
Thank you for coming on. Again, like traditional celebrities don't seem to respond. I'm just one guy. Like at the end of I don't have a booking agent, and so I'm trying to get listen, I love having you on, Gavin, but I would love to have Miranda Cosgrove on. I would love to have Selena Gomez, any of these like actual celebrities, but like they don't respond because their publicists just think they need to go on like I don't know, Joe Rogan. Go on. I don't know.
All right. Well, just mark this. Well, you've had plenty of celebrities on here, brother.
Like
Jesus, what the hell are you talking about? So don't shortchange yourself.
Who have I had on that's a celebrity?
Well, I don't know. I mean, isn't Elon Musk is a goddamn celebrity?
Okay, but he had to go on under an alias. He had to pretend like it wasn't him.
Well, I don't think it was him. I listened to a portion of that. Well, someone right that night, whatever. It was a whole different kind of conversation. That was. I'm just saying. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I don't need any more problems in my life.
Okay. You think about Jeffrey?
I just would say this. We brought up Elon. I just think it's interesting. Elon tweets out that Trump's in the Epstein files. 2 days later, Pam Bondi says there are no Epstein files. I'll leave it at that.
Was interesting.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit of like antsy about that. Like they really don't want that to come out.
I don't know.
In a world where that information does come out and say the president is implicated, what do you think happens? Do you think they impeach him? Do you think they do anything about it?
Well, I think I don't know what the hell's happened to this country.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like the concept of the governor of California on a Nintendo Switch playing Fortnite is so disarming that I think that's why it opens it. The conversation just flows so perfectly in that process because he's too much of a boomer to like be able to talk and play this game at the same time. And I think that's how you arrive at like moments like when he's talking about Benjamin Netanyahu.
Part of me is it's not my obsession, but I find it remarkable how much focus it was of the far right, and now their own guys being implicated, and
that's because they thought it was like going to be like a Democrat like it.
Of course.
It's really just more of like an elite rich person ring.
You think he's actually him playing or an aide? I don't know.
All this and the conspiracy and the Pizzagate stuff. I mean, it's led to a lot of serious and crazy things. People acting on it, people being violent around it, people being lied to and manipulated. It ain't right. And I hope people I hope the Epstein I hope, if nothing else, it wakes people up to how they're being manipulated and used by a lot of these media folks, and how they stress test the information that they gather, and they get it from different damn sources.
Oh my God, Connor should ask him about his kid.
Bubble. And that's exactly why I go on these right-wing shows. It's why I listen to right-wing media. It's why I know what the hell Jesse Waters says about me.
I listen to right-wing media
so
too.
much
I
so
think
that
it's like one of the most interesting things to listen to, because you just kind of like see, like, you can, if you have like a modicum of intelligence, you can just like listen and be like, oh.
They talked about him already? Wait, what just happened?
Want me to hear so I can like reference this with like actual information.
Yeah, but look, I mean, millions and millions of people are persuaded by what they say, the bullshit and lies every single night. And that's why I'm trying to fight fire with fire. That's why I'm getting back, doing all these all cap tweets and you know.
I wasn't effing. He was effing.
In this matter. That's why I'm doing these AI videos. So I know suboptimal, Connor, from your perspective, which I totally appreciate, and trying to put a mirror up to this absurdity and trying to break through in a communication that's trying to be, you know, have a little bit of humor, because with respect, Democrats need to be, you know, we're not the most, I don't know, entertaining or humorous folks.
I think that like, I think it's, I don't even think of it as Democrats. Like, it's just like
politicians.
Yeah, politicians in general. Like, don't
I blame every F on this platform on you. Yeah, I know.
Like, I think that's why I like you, is at least you're doing something. And I especially like that it's like getting under Trump's skin. Like, he's obviously very pissed about it. He hates your existence. He hates that you're a guy.
Yes. He does on all fronts. And he came up. It's funny. I had a conversation with him last time I talked to him, and it was an important conversation that I thought we were going to have. And the conversation begins with, "Hey, what do you think?" This is Trump talking. He goes, "Hey, what do you think? You know, this Newsom thing. It's pretty good, right?" Because he calls me Newsom.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Pretty good. It's pretty original." I said, "It's not original." He goes, "What do you mean it's not original?" I said, "Brother, literally in 8th grade, I was called Newsom." I said, "It's not original." And he was kind of hurt that it wasn't. He thought he had come up with something so original, so good, and so. But this is the president of the United States, who's 79 years old, acting like a 7 or a 9-year-old.
I don't get him, because like he literally had Meatball Ron, which was that hit. That was good. And then he like started calling him like Ron the Sanctimonious. Like, what is sanctimonious? Oh my God, Gavin! I picked you up.
What's that, dude? Oh, you brother. See, I should have paid more attention.
Oh, never mind. I'm snipers.
Yeah, take them out.
All right, well, for that one, I gotta ask. Earlier this year, you made some comments about trans kids in sports. Is there anything you want to elaborate on with that? Yeah, I mean, you're talking to a guy who's been a champion of LGBT rights. When I was mayor in 2004, I pissed off my own party because I started marrying same-sex couples, 4,036 couples from 46 states and 8 countries in what we call the Winter of Love in San Francisco. And I take a backseat to no one in signing more bills and for the community than I have, including just recently appointing a trans judge and appointing more trans leaders to positions of real power and influence. That's good.
And but I'll finish this briefly. But on the exclusive issue of sports, I've had a difficult time for the last couple of years on the fairness issue, on these with some track meets and some other issues that have come to my desk, and I've struggled with them. And I was just being honest about that. But I hate the way the Republicans are manipulating and using the community. It disgusts me.
I think that like engaging with that as like an issue, like the trans kids in sports or whatever, is part of the problem though. Like, I think that like highlighting that as if like that's like something that is genuinely affecting a lot of people is in and of itself hurting the trans community, because for the most part, trans people are not winning sports. They're not active in sports for the most part. And when they are, you know, I guess you could say it's a case-by-case basis, but I honestly don't think it even is. I think for the most part, trans people should be able to compete in sports. And when you bring up that issue as if it is like something to highlight and to have nuance on and to run on policy on, I think it hurts the trans community. And I think
I agree with most of what you said. They're highlighting it.
Oh my God, dude, Connor is cooking, bro.
Neither of the.
I got raptured because there's no more use for me. There's only Connor and pants and the eating of pants. I don't need to do anything anymore. It's the
honestly,
Mr. Miyagi meme, you know?
Respectfully,
I'm like holding his hand and then they're holding my hands.
But as it relates to being a champion,
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meme.
LGBTQ rights, you are
I have
quite literally
retired.
talking to someone who has more receipts and more,
No, you're right.
more support
You're totally
for
right.
more policy
You're
than
totally
I
right.
have.
You have
and
done
so
a lot
I'm
more
trying
for
to
the
hold
trans
both
community
things.
than most governors in the country.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
it's,
gonna question that.
and I
Not
I
Mr.
also have a
Miyagi,
trans
the
godson,
Splinter
and
meme.
I just say this with love, man, because I hate the way the community's been exploited and weaponized by Trump and by the right, not just Trump. I mean, it's sick. But on that issue, I've struggled with it, and I could lie about it. I could tell you something I don't believe.
Connor is the
but I
Isaac
don't think you believe
Chodener
me on
of
anything else
Twitch.
if I
I guess that's
my
why I say it
nuance
though.
on
It's
this,
like
man.
it is like it's something that even
Trump
mentioning, I
released a
think, is,
video?
like, part of what feeds into what makes it a policy issue. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, look, I get it. But when but when someone asks me a direct, I don't know, whatever.
All right, let's watch.
I wanted
Oh shit! He released the response to the Hamas peace proposal. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news! All right, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is releasing yet another possible AI video on what is it? Effing? What happened? No, it didn't F right. Small hiccups, no worries. Okay, you guys freaked me the f out, dude. Calm down. Calm down, dude. Okay, it was a little baby stutter. Okay. All right, let's take a look.
to thank the countries that helped me put this together: Qatar, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and so many others. So many people fought so hard. This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get down and concrete. Very importantly, I look.
Oh God, this is shit, dude. Uh-oh. Wait, what's happening? Bruh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That was a real F. That was a real ass F, bro. Okay, we're good now. I think we're good. Hold on. I'm gonna hit an ingest fix. Okay. Calm down. I'm gonna hit the ingest fix. All right, we're gonna do a delay test. Subscribe right now. For free with a Twitch Prime or gift a sub right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's people saying PBS. All right, subscriptions are coming in. God damn, that's a big ass delay. All right, Jesus Christ. Okay, I am going to fix the ingest, so you're gonna see a F, like a brief F. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, it's fixed. I had to fix the ingest, brief F, but we're back. Not being a part of the F and just seeing through the whole thing was wild while the chat died in front of me. Okay, we're back. All right, secondary subscription test. Subscribe now. Delay test. Secondary delay test for subscription. The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. There are no ads on the Piker Broadcasting Service. It is entirely funded by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. Your voluntary subscriptions in the form of a $6 a month subscription or a free one in the form of a Twitch Prime or your gifted subs give you the option to rewind the Piker Broadcasting Service's videos now on demand. Okay. All right. Let's continue. We're going to start it from the start. This video starts weird, by the way. I don't know why.
I want to thank the countries that helped me put this together: Qatar, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and so many others. So many people fought so hard. This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get the final word down in concrete. Very importantly, I look forward to having the hostages come home to their parents and having some of the hostages, unfortunately, the condition they're in, come home likewise to their parents, because their parents wanted them just as much as though that young man or young woman were alive.
He is so weird, bro. I'm telling you, when you get this man to start talking about like serious shit, like things that involve death, he can't be serious even for a moment, dude. Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. They're dead. Who cares? I told the parents, I said, who cares? They're dead already. Why do you want their bodies? It's like you feel like they're alive. It's like you want them to be alive, but they're dead. They're not alive. Why do you want the bodies so bad? Like, it just, yeah, it's like his Ukraine take. Only a body can stop a bullet. Ukraine is the flattest from the standpoint of land. Only a body can stop a bullet.
So I just want to let you know that this is a very special day, maybe unprecedented in many ways. It is unprecedented, but thank you all, and thank you all to those great countries that helped. We were given a tremendous amount of help. Everybody was unified in wanting this war to end and seeing peace in the Middle East, and we're very close to achieving that. Thank you all, and everybody will be treated fairly.
Okay, so he's really hyping it up. I will say, he's hyping it up, but he did not say that Israel must stop the bombing in the video. And Israel has also continued to bomb Gaza throughout this process. But that could mean that it's ramping up its intensity of the bombing and when a ceasefire is imminent. That's usually how Israel operates. Also, just so you understand like how completely distorted Israeli society is. What? Newsom says he may go to TwitchCon this year. Wait, what? Why is Congress reporter for Courthouse News is following Connor Eats Pants? Oh my God, what a world we live in, dude. That is amazing. Newsom and Connor spar a bit on governor's position on trans athletes. Connor says he thinks the governor bringing up the issue despite limited number of trans athletes hurts the trans community. Newsom defends himself as a champion of LGBTQ rights, but says he struggled with the issue. Connor has lost the governor completely by doing the bit that Little Big Planet got canceled because it was too good of a game. Newsom was genuinely confused by that. Lamau. Newsom says he may go to TwitchCon this year. Bro, it's like he he knows I'm not going. That's why he's coming. That's why he's showing up. Benjamin S. Weiss, he's a viewer. Wait, what the? I didn't know that. He keeps saying this, but BBB provision he's talking about apply to folks with legal permanent resident status. Republicans are citing the, he's talking about the big, beautiful bill provisions that Democrats propose repealing, which was a provision cutting alien health care. But if you look at the text, it applies to people who have legally permanent residence. Yeah. Well, we know he's not in here right now. Let me tell you, okay? he's watching the True Politics Chad. Tell Connor to ask Newsom if he knows you. The answer to that question is absolutely. Of course he knows who I am. And he will never admit that. I'm pretty sure he would be like, nah, I don't know who that guy is. Yeah, I wonder if Gavin Newsom knows who I am. He's, at this point, interviewed Atrioc on his podcast, gone on the Lemonade Boys podcast, and is doing Fortnite Fridays with ConnorEatsPants. What do you guys think? The way you really know that Trump did not consult with Israel before responding is how the pro-Israel camp is reacting. They're clearly unsettled and also don't know that what their talking points are supposed to be. Mark Dubowitz, reminder, when the Islamic Republic decided to play games with President Trump during negotiations in Oman, they overplayed their deadline and at their hand. Trump supported Israeli Hamas. Only President Trump, backed by the IDF, could force Hamas to consider a deal. Must be. 48 hostages freed. Yeah. Hamas's recent proposal that President Trump's plan to end the war, which Israel had accepted, is unfortunately predictable. A classic yes, but no disarmament. Are you still in France? Yes. Analysis highly worth listening to. It is fascinating to see the fury from Israel and its defenders at Trump for accepting Hamas's counteroffer and telling Israel to stop the bombing. I'm going to be honest, dude. Ryan jumped the gun a little bit last time Trump did this as well. I love Ryan. I obviously respect him tremendously, but they do get, he knows you. Really? What's he saying? Gavin Newsom just called you impressive beyond words? He's glazing me? Oh, God. Oh, no. What have I done?
I told you I was on with Sean Ryan, his Navy SEAL, impressive dude.
Well, he calls Sean Ryan impressive too. So that doesn't mean much, huh? Wait, I can rewind now.
We're back to like the dictionary. We use like books. We use a dictionary. Source.
I will have Gavin on the stream for sure.
Did you go on Hasan's stream? Do you know about Hasan?
He's impressive beyond words.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm very, very impressed by a lot of what he has done and say what he says on not everything I agree, but a lot of things. It's impressive, very, very good.
What about the Nelk boys?
Well,
they seem like fun dudes, man.
They seem like fun dudes, and those guys, I think we're just working on logistics to get on.
Fucking Connor, you piece of shit.
With Sean Ryan, his Navy SEAL, impressive dude. We spent 4 hours. Literally, it's a 4-hour podcast.
He meant Mehdi Hasan, I think.
Visit with him.
He thinks Connor means Hasan Minhaj. I think so too.
They're doing some pretty remarkable,
Mehdi Hasan or Hasan Minhaj.
Politics. He had he had MAGA hats everywhere, and I think it was whatever. It was Trump.
Do not fall for gruesome Gavin Newsom's demonic temptations. This guy's a lib. He's a lib. What do you mean? Of course. Listen, I call balls and strikes. Okay. Nah, he wouldn't say I don't agree with everything if it was them. I think he knows he meant you. No, I'm joking. Because he said stream.
It's really, and the more I watch him, the more impressed I am.
Gavin has to know who you are. Remember, he sent you a letter on your birthday one year. No, that wasn't like an actual one. That was something that one of you guys actually got for me. It's just like something that the office sends. I might just be a random chatter, but let me tell you, Mr. Newsom is not a nice guy. Be careful, he will seduce you. I know. Wait, he's talking about Zoran?
Yeah, I think it was whatever,
I see. What do you think
Trump
about like Zoran Mamdani?
I don't know enough about him except what I read and see. This is a hell of a campaign he's run, and his use of social media, the energy he's built, his laser focus on cost of living, and it's really. And the more I watch him, the more impressed I am with his maturity for a guy that's so young. He's not that young, but he is. I've been pretty impressed watching him. But again,
okay, bro's impressed with everybody. He's impressed with me. He's impressed with Sean Ryan. When you say Sean Ryan, sandwiched between me and Zoran, it almost feels like you're easily impressed.
I think politics at this point has broken this barrier of like being like you have to play by the rules and do whatever. Like
at first I was like, wow, high praise. That's crazy.
More like open.
Now I feel like maybe everyone's impressed.
Extreme idea. I think extreme's the wrong word, but just like breaking this mold of like traditional. I think everybody should be able to live in a house, right?
Well, I just in the practical application of that is changing zoning laws and land use laws. Now I'm losing people on their board, but this is the how, and we're very proud. This year we had the most significant housing reform that the state has ever done. And
all right, now I gotta fucking play video games so we can get gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom on the broadcast. Now it's just a matter of time before Trump's victory royale montage is released. He said Steve will do it is iconic. Shut the fuck up. He did not say that. That's crazy. You missed to submit the Charlie Kirk stuff. You need to respond to these allegations. What is this?
Are fake, like the anchor arms from Hasan. I'm calling your bitch ass out. I think your muscles are fake, like the anchor arms from SpongeBob, and I think I can bench press you. Pull up.
The fuck? I mean, I think she could. Valorant duo with Marco Rubio. Oh my god, yeah. I'm pretty heavy. Did she say she can bench press me or out bench press me? Like me, my body. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Let's be real. He said Marjorie Taylor Greene is a once in a lifetime beauty, top in her stable. Stop making up Gavin Newsom. Stop making up Gavin Newsom quotes, man. Shut the fuck up. Top in her stable. Oh, Jesus. What a fucking... Gavin Newsom says Marjorie Taylor Greene is a once in a lifetime beauty, top in her stable. All right. Did you watch ConnorEatsPants Fortnite Friday? We were. Did you see that Elon called ADL a hate group in response to their Turning Point extremist org designation? ADL immediately retracted the designation. So cucked. Yes, I covered it yesterday or 2 days ago. Not only did they do that, but then also the FBI officially stopped cooperating with the ADL, even after the ADL deleted its entire extremism glossary. Oh, they're not. See?